Oh, welcome. Hi, and welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. And welcome to my co-host Davy, coming to us from the UK. And his channel, his YouTube channel is linked down below in the description box. He is art with a pen. And he does most of his art with black ink pens. Amazing, intricate, detailed fantasy art. Hi, Davy.
Hello, Diana. Nice to be with you again, live.
Yes, and thank you so much for joining us. And we will be doing a monthly live stream, usually the last Thursday of every month, but not this week because Halloween falls right on a Tuesday. So that's why we're doing it on this last Tuesday of the month. So mark your calendars. The last Thursday of every month, me and Davy are doing a live stream. Next month in November, we'll be doing fairies. I several years ago, I started a fairy art journal and never finished it. So I'll be working on it's watercolor paper in this art journal. So anyway, so we've already done Halloween in July, Halloween in August. Yep. So Halloween is one of our favorite live streams to do. So welcome. Because Davy is telling us true spooky stories.
I might have a couple of very short stories to tell. Yeah, a bit later on.
Okay, very short stories. Short but good, right? Short but good stories.
I'm not too sure if I've already told one of them. I'm not too sure, but I'll tell it again anyway.
Yes, you can tell it again. And
it's only a short story. Sorry, Diana.
Oh no, and if you have, anybody that would like to join us on panel are welcome to also. But even I don't know. Even if you repeat some of the stories, that's good. I don't have a problem if you repeat some stories.
Maybe I cannot remember if I've actually repeated them or not.
Maybe other people, if you can't remember, maybe other people don't remember either. And we might have, and also we may not even have the same audience in here. Some people might be the same, and some we might even have people that in here knew that had not joined us for Halloween in July or Halloween in August. So retelling some of the same true spooky stories probably wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that might be okay. That might be. We'll see who's in the chat.
Yes, and it seems like usually a lot of people join us as we go on, and a lot of people don't come here right at the beginning. We usually the audience starts coming in little by little over the course of the two or more hours that we live stream.
It sure does.
And I have tons of Halloween graphics. Right now, the bats are flying. I'm going to be changing the graphics up throughout the live stream because I have tons of Halloween graphics.
I like those bats.
Thank you.
I'm sure I seen Bella Lugosi fly past there about a minute ago. I'm sure it was him. But that's fantastic. Maybe it would be fantastic if someone came up on screen live and maybe they could tell an experience, a spooky experience also. Share that spooky, ghostly experiences, maybe. That would be good.
Yes, that's true. Greg, hi Wisconsin, Greg. Well, I said hello already in writing, but let's say it again. Elf Lord's Journey, he joined us, but he's not with us now, and he's probably going to try to watch the replay because he has fall cleanup work to do because he just came back from a 6-day trip. And let's see. Hi, Lexi. Hi, Cool Gamer. Hi, Miriam. Coming to us from Israel. Miriam comes to us from Israel. Wisconsin, Greg. Lexi. I said Lexi. So, Wisconsin, Greg, would you like to join us up on panel? Sometime, not right away, but anytime you'd like to come join us on panel. He's just started his journey as an artist. he's posting more and more on Facebook and is just starting his journey as an artist. It's great to see your art posts on Facebook, Greg.
That's great, that, Greg. Hello, Greg. Hello, Lexi.
Lexi says, come on, Davy, you can drag out the stories, throw in some ad breaks to really stretch it.
Yes, I'll try my best, Lex.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'll try my best, Lexi, but they might be quite short. Couple of short stories, which you may have heard before. I'm not too sure. Hello, Art Curious.
That's Miriam. Miriam comes to us from Israel.
Miriam. Hello, Miriam.
And I'm sorry, just lost my hairband.
Oh, that.
Just a minute, please. I was taking off my hairband and then it flung across the room.
Ooh, sounds like a ghostly event there. Hairbands flying across the room.
Well, okay. Before we start the story time, would you like to? We'll share about what art we're working on. So I'm working on a 16 by 20 inch canvas that has a different painting underneath it that I had it for several months and decided I didn't like it. Actually, I was doing my own twist on one of Matisse's portraits. It's one of his famous portraits of this woman that has black hair. And I was just going to do my own twist on it. And I had started it several months ago and then kept looking at it over the months. And I'm just deciding, no, it's just not fitting in with the kind of work I do right now. I'm painting over it. I painted it over today. Let some of it come through. You see some of the orange, all these colors that you see are from the previous painting coming through. The blue, greens, oranges, and pinks. That's what I did is I took it outside and sprayed it with a light coat of some light green spray paint, which is artist spray paint, and then used stencils with black spray paint. And then I got a copyright free image of an owl in this pose that I like. And I need to add something somewhere. It won't be today. I'll be adding something in the bottom right corner of this painting because it needs something in this bottom right corner. So that's collage, and that has to be integrated into the painting. So this painting is very much a work in progress that I'm working on, and I will not be finishing it today, but it will probably be available in my December auction. We just concluded our October art auction it's my art auction group called Serenity Art Gallery Auction. It was our second auction, and unexpected success. 5 out of the 8 artists sold artwork. I sold the most. I sold 3 paintings, and I was very happy with that. And it was exciting near the end that one of my past collectors came in at 6:58 p.m. right before the auction was going to end at 7 p.m. came in with the bid for the most expensive painting in the auction. There was 39 paintings in the auction. She came in with the bid for the most expensive painting in the auction to purchase that most expensive painting in the auction, which is one of my friend's paintings who lives in Finland, an artist in Finland. And that was exciting near the end because the auction started off with a bang, then it slowed down during the week, and then it ended on a high note with unexpected success. So I'm very happy how our second auction has gone with our 8 wonderful participating artists. Would you like to share about?
Diana.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
One of the paintings that seemed to be very popular, I got in the previews, I got so many kind comments about it, a lot of engagement with an owl painting that I did, and I can't show you now because I've already shipped it off, an owl painting. So that gave me the idea to just do a few more paintings with owls, and it was exciting because the same collector, somebody new, I don't even know, was not a past collector, was not a friend, it was somebody new, came out of the blue and put the starting bid on the owl painting, and then a few days later bought the raven painting to go with it. So he bought the set of the raven and the owl paintings, which was very exciting.
That sounds like a great set to acquire. The two birds.
Yeah, they look so good together. And he probably got the idea from the mock-up, because I put a mock-up of here. I'm going to show you. I put a mock-up of them together, and it probably gave him the idea to do that. I'm going to show you guys on my iPad. It probably gave him the idea that they would look good together. Let's see. Here it is. Hold on. See? Wait.
That owl's looking very good. I like that owl.
Yeah, that's very popular. Many people like the owl painting, and now you can. Yeah. And then the mock-up, I showed how the owl painting and the raven painting.
Yes.
Would look together.
Very good. Hello, Charlene. Greetings to you.
Hi, Charlene. Welcome. So tell us about what artwork you're working on today, Davy.
Well, I'll be using these 4 pens. We've got a big round stick pen for very light shading. Got the Sharpie for very dark black lines. This is a fantastic pen. Very thin, well, quite thin, very dark black lines. So that's a great one. And there's another big round stick. So that's the pens I'll be using. And the subject, sticking with Halloween, I thought I would do a sketch of a troll, but something a bit more on the line of a sort of like a caricature. So a little bit more fun. A troll. That may be. You might find
with those trolls. Do you remember? You have a troll doll when you were little? Those trolls with the crazy.
I remember those troll dolls. I remember those. They were very popular. They all had different color hairs. Different color hair. Is that right?
Yes.
They were awesome. So that's what I'll be doing. It'll be a sketch. It's the kind of troll you'd find living under a bridge, an old stone bridge. So as you're walking over the bridge, this troll would be living underneath the bridge, waiting for passers-by. And then it'll pounce out. And you'll have to run for it. I wonder if anybody has got any ghostly stories that they can share, like Diana said earlier.
Yes, the panel will be open for anybody that would like to come up and share spooky or mystical. It could even be mystical stories. It doesn't have to be scary stories.
Yeah.
I say you have a mystical story about the light that you saw, the light orb, the globe of light that you saw in your home.
Yeah, I could retell that one.
Yes.
Because there's some different people on here, I think.
Right, so not just scary or spooky stories. You could. How about it's open to mystical stories, magical stories?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just the theme of the art auction that I just concluded. It was mystical magic. The theme was mystical magic.
Yeah, that's great. I like the magical side of Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome. Spells and all of this, and that's great. I think last time.
Finding the magic in nature. So many magical things happen in nature.
Yeah, you're right. It sure is. There's some very strange things that make you wonder.
Yeah, they're mind-blowing. So they're awe. You should always live with a sense of awe in your life.
Yes.
Instead of a jaded, and to combat any kind of jaded attitude, you might get the jaded attitude of thinking like, oh, I've seen it all, I know it all. I can get into that myself. I get into that bad mindset where, well, what else is there? You know, like I think I've experienced a lot and whatever. And it's true, but there's some I think we start closing our minds instead of keeping our minds open to the joy, the wonder of. Did you know? Here's a mind-boggling, mind-blowing fact. Because actually, in one of my morning guided meditations, he was saying the importance of keeping the sense of awe and wonder in your life. Here's a mind-blowing fact. All the arteries and veins and capillaries in one single human body, if it was stretched, if they were stretched out, if you stretched all the capillaries, veins, and arteries, if you stretched them end to end and stretched them out, in one single human body would go around the earth more than once. Like go around the earth like 1 or 2 times. Like that's mind blowing.
That's crazy. I don't think mine would stretch very much. I think my arteries and veins are made up 99% of chocolate. So I don't think they would stretch very much.
No.
Chocolate and biscuits.
Actually, I'd heard it in my guided meditation, and I actually checked the fact. I actually Googled it, and it says that. It's actually an accurate fact.
That is a crazy fact.
It's so mind-blowing.
All of the veins and arteries. Ooh.
Arteries and capillaries stretched end to end in a single human body would wrap around the earth. I think it said twice. Around the earth twice. Like
Grayscale's just popped on there. Hello,
hi,
Grayscale.
Anthony. Hi, Grayscale Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
Thank you for sharing it out, Charlene. Oh, we have 11 thumbs up. Time for a happy dance.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Here's Anthony's favorite happy dance with what he calls my turquoise pajamas.
Let's go. There's the bats, look. The bats are going to join me.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hello, Forever Learning Art says she's new to the channel. Oh, thank you. Welcome to my channel. But here's a fun fact about my happy dances. I now have 6 pre-recorded versions of my happy dance. But for the first year that I was live streaming, my happy dances were live. I actually stood on this chair and shake my booty in front of the camera and turned around on the chair and shook my booty in front of the camera, and I did only live happy dances. And Lexi was asking, "Oh, what do we have to do for a live happy dance?" Well, I would request
happy dance.
If you want to see, I will do a live happy dance today in front of the camera for super chat donations to my channel. Thank you. You see the money sign down below of the chat, the live chat. You'll see the money sign, the dollar sign. That's for super chats at any amount that anybody wants to donate for super chats. I will do live happy dance today. Thank you.
And I will shake my booty live for $2 million.
And you will what?
I will shake my booty live for $2 million.
So next happy dance is either if somebody gives a super chat donation or joins my channel membership, which you get. You can find out the perks and benefits of channel membership by pressing the join button. There's a little video there, and also it tells you the perks and benefits of joining my channel membership, or a super chat, or the next happy dance will be at 15 thumbs up.
Can I just say hello, Forever Learning Art? I know that person.
Oh, one of Davy's friends.
I know Forever Learning Art. Hello, Forever Learning Art.
Oh, and thank you for your kind comments on my owl painting. Yes, this is very much in progress. This painting is very much in progress. I will not be finishing this painting today. Thank you. So, do you want to start with your first story, Davy?
Sure. I'll mention the orbs. I think that's an interesting one.
The orb story. That's yes.
And can I just say, Forever Learning Art, could you type in the chat, please, if I'm correct? You still do jewelry making, yeah? Is that right? I think that's correct. I know she does other things, but I'm sure she done jewelry making, as I remember. And if she types in the chat to confirm it.
Yes, you're right.
Right.
But she said, but not as much as painting. She said, I think she says she's a painter more.
Yeah, she paints a lot, yeah. But that jewelry was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Diana, you would love it. She's on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know her from Instagram. And hello, Charlene.
Yes. Hello again, Charlene.
Yeah. So, the first short story is quite a mysterious story. And it happened to me. It's a personal story. And I think it was several months ago, I think, as I was preparing for a live stream with Diana. Okay, but I didn't mention it at the time. I was quite stunned at what I saw while I was preparing for the live stream. So this is a true story, okay, and I've never experienced anything like this before. So I was setting up my cam, going on to StreamYard and whatever, and checking out the picture, setting it all up, getting the right angle correct. And as I was looking on the screen, I noticed something moving to the side. On the screen, it was on the right hand side. So this would have, I think it would have occurred on the right hand side, as far as I can remember. And this thing was about the size of a normal mug. It was a circular globe, and it was transparent. There was only one, and it was the size of about that size of a normal mug, a coffee mug, the top of a coffee mug. And this globe very slowly moved down behind my head, and I was absolutely stunned at what I was watching. I don't know what it was. As I've said, I've never experienced anything like this before. And it moved behind my head very slowly at an angle. Then it moved off past my head, off the other side of the screen, very slowly in a straight line, until it went off the screen and I couldn't see it. I turned round to see if it was there behind us, but there was nothing there at all. So I don't know what that was. I think Diana had some ideas, and
Yes.
some people in the chat commented on it, but I've never experienced anything like that before.
Did you say you saw it reflected in your screen, or you saw it out the corner of your eye?
While I was recording, not recording, while I was on the live stream, and I was setting it up so I could see, like the camera was working. I was checking out all the settings and what have you. So the screen was up on my laptop screen, and I could see myself, because the camera was facing my face, my head, and it was behind me head where this thing moved, whatever it was.
So, did you have some kind of? And you were not scared? Were you scared by it? Did it make you have fear, or did it make you feel something else?
Funny enough, no, I wasn't scared at all. I was absolutely stunned. I was trying to think what it was. I was quite hypnotized by it, to be honest with you. And what I should have done was try and recorded it. But by the time I thought about it, it had gone. So I missed out on that chance of actually recording it, because I could have recorded it. Or I could have even taken a screenshot, maybe. It was quite a large globe. But no, it wasn't scary at all. I was more intrigued on what it was. It was very baffling. So whatever it was, I don't know. Was it some sort of spiritual entity?
That's my belief. That's what I had told you. And my spiritual belief, and the teachings I follow, that you had a spiritual experience.
I think it was, maybe. I've never had it since. I've never seen it since.
Right.
So it's gone. Whatever that was. I do have a story, right? I do have a story that happened to me little nephew, which I don't think I've told. And it's happened in this same house, but many, many years ago.
The same house that you live in now?
Yes, about 10 years ago. Okay, so my nephew Morgan, when he was very little. Now, will I tell you this one?
I don't think so far I don't remember it, but go ahead now. Go ahead.
Well, he was about 2 years old. He's 12 now, and I think he may be watching this live stream right now. So I didn't witness this. I was told this by my wife, okay, who was quite freaked out by it. So Morgan was 2 years old, and he used to shuffle along the floor. He couldn't. Actually, no, he wasn't. He was about 1. He was 1 year old. He's 12 years old now. So at 1 year old, he still shuffled on the floor. Okay. So he used to shuffle about on his backside. So he shuffled around, and everybody was in the living room, pottering about, doing what they were doing, and watching TV, and etc., etc. Then Morgan seemed to disappear. He had shuffled into the corridor, yeah. So this is my wife telling me this story. So he shuffled into the corridor, and about a minute had passed. So my wife, oh no, it wasn't, it was my niece, my other niece, who was also there, went in to get Morgan, get him back into the living room, yeah? And as she went in to the kitchen, Morgan was sitting on the kitchen floor, staring at the corner, yeah? And when she asked what he was doing, he pointed up to the corner and said, "Woman." Yeah? Now that's strange. Now what do you make of that? He just pointed to the corner. He was totally fixated on this corner. of the kitchen, just sitting there staring. And I think that freaked me niece out and me wife.
Well,
yes. What was that?
Sorry, I thought you were asking the question. What do you think of that? I
think it sounds like he's seen something, maybe.
Well, right, and children, and people, adults are always saying to children, "Oh, you're seeing things of, children see things that are in their imagination," and that may or may not be true. But I also believe in dimensions of reality that we don't see with the human eyes, or that there are dimensions of reality that sometimes reveal themselves to certain people and then they disappear. And so I believe that sometimes children, because they're less jaded and more open-minded, they're more open to seeing things like that.
So something has revealed itself, maybe to Morgan, a little child, about 1 year old.
Yeah.
And it may have been a woman. He did point up into the corner and he said, "Woman."
Right.
And that freaked out my niece and my wife. They were pretty much scared. Yeah, or disturbed to some degree. So there we go. I forgot about that story. I don't think I've told that one before.
Oh.
As far as I remember.
And thank you for 15 thumbs up. Time for our second happy dance.
That's awesome. Another happy dance.
Version number 2 is not actually. This is not. I have 6 different pre-recorded happy dances, so you're not going to see the same happy dance every time.
Everybody's spoiled on this one.
Here we go. I pressed the button, but I have a computer lag. Happy dance, which will be version number 3 happy dance, will be at 20 thumbs up. Keep putting those thumbs up, and
that was awesome.
Unless you want to see a live happy dance, which will be me live standing on a chair, shaking my booty, live happy dance.
I hope you don't fall off the chair.
In gratitude for any super chat donations or new channel memberships. Thank you.
I don't know if anybody noticed me in that happy dance, because I appeared in that happy dance. I was the guy with the white pants and the grey shirt. That's me. That's the only one I've appeared on. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Paul's blind soup's on.
Nice to see you.
Hello, Paul. And hello, Anne.
Yes, hi again, Anne.
Hello, Anne. There's a mysterious ghost floating across the screen.
Yes, I have tons of Halloween graphics.
I thought it was that orb again.
We started off with all the flying bats graphic, and now we have the ghost, and I have tons of Halloween graphics. I'll keep changing it throughout the live stream.
That's great.
Yeah, I have tons of Halloween and Christmas graphics. For other times of the year, I don't have many graphics, but tons for Halloween and Christmas.
That's awesome. Do you do a special Christmas live stream?
let's see, a year ago I did Christmas in July. I did Christmas in July videos before. I might have done Christmas in July live streams before. But some years, there was one year I did a video every week in December. I think it's something like that. Once or twice a week I did live streams once or twice a week every week in the month of December. I forget, a few years ago. Yeah.
I know you do a lot of live streams, and there's a lot of different artists and guests.
In the past, I have, yes.
It was very interesting. They were all fantastic.
Thank you.
So it was all very varied, if you know what I mean, which made it a lot more interesting. You had some great guests on, which was awesome. I wonder if there's anybody brave enough to come up here, come on screen and tell a spooky story.
No, it doesn't have to be spooky. We were saying it could be mystical or supernatural or magical, magical story, mystical story that would want to share. The panel's open.
And you don't have to scare anybody. It doesn't have to be scary.
No, it could be, and we were saying that there's a lot of magic that exists in nature. If you want to tell some story about nature that would be magical.
In the USA, do you have magicians, performers? Is that still strong, or do you think they've declined magicians as performers?
Well, I'm not the one to ask that. Somebody in the chat can answer that, because I don't keep up on what's going on in show business. I don't keep up with what's hot in show business.
Paul's asked, Davy, you in North Yorkshire? Hey, you're very close. You're quite close. That was a good guess, Paul. Can you guess again? You're round about this. You're sort of heading in the right direction. I wonder if you can guess where I'm from. I'm in the UK, United Kingdom, but a certain spot. He's obviously, I presume, Paul's listened to me accent.
Well, he
thinks
was born in England, but he didn't grow up there. He didn't grow up there, though.
Well, Forever Learning Art said they seem to have declined. I thought so, Forever. They have in the UK as well. It seems to be a field of entertainment that is gone. Now,
but then there was those magicians that were like thrill seeker kind of magicians that did, some of them are the last ones to be popular if they're not still popular. Those ones that operate out of Las Vegas. I forget that name of the one, and he does like like outdoor magic acts that are over the top. Who's the guy that he's a younger guy that used to do those?
Oh, I can't remember, but I know what you mean. And they kept it going, didn't they? It was a new generation of magicians.
Yeah, and they still might be going strong. It's just like I'm not keeping up with it.
Now, Anne and Paul have both guessed Scotland. That is so close. So close. Now, Paul's got family in Scotland, so he knows the accent. Okay. But I'm not from Scotland. I'm actually from a place that is bordered with Scotland. I'm from the northeast of England. I'm from a place called Tyne and Wear. So Newcastle, the city of Newcastle, and Gateshead.
Oh, I have to interrupt you. Sorry, I have to interrupt you. Mrs. VS Royalty Speaks just entered the chat, and even though it's not 20 thumbs up yet, please give it 20 thumbs up, because even though it's not 20 thumbs up yet, we're doing a happy dance because she she's the only one that bought my Happy Dance merch, which is available on the shelf. If you can see, I have a merch shelf. Yeah, I have a merch shelf on my YouTube channel. You can see all my merch available. Like I have Happy Dance merch and T-shirts and mugs and stuff about art, like creativity is contagious with Mona Lisa with a mask over her face because creativity is contagious. And I have a T-shirt and mugs for that. And she's the only one that bought my Happy Dance mug because she's the biggest fan. She's my #1 fan of my Happy Dance, I believe. And Mrs. B bought a Happy Dance mug, so we're doing a Happy Dance right now.
Go for it. This is great.
Happy Dance version number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah, I have 6 versions.
Yes, that is Anne. You're absolutely right. Because this is my Scottish Viking, which is on my shelf, my desk. My Scottish Viking. That was awesome. And I think that place is called Gretna Green. I think it's called Gretna Green, where young couples used to run off and get married secretly. Maybe their parents didn't want them to get married, or they were up against some other obstacle. So they would run off to Gretna Green and get married. So there we go.
Oh, hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a my Happy Dance had kept repeating itself, so I'm sorry. Can you repeat what you were saying?
I was just saying, like Anne asked a question about, isn't it a place? Anne says, yes, that's it, Davy. They could get married without waiting for bands to be published. So there we go. I think it's Gretna Green. And Paul says his grandfather was from Wales.
Oh, so on my mother's side of the family, I'm part English and part Scottish.
That's great. I wonder. So you're part English and Scottish.
Yeah, and I have no idea who any of those relatives are because my grandparents were not even in touch with those relatives. Now, maybe the great grandparents, who I never even met, maybe they had been in touch with some of that family from England or Scotland. Mm-hmm. So nobody, and then So I was never in touch with any kind of relatives from England or Scotland. Now, but I'm 50% Lithuanian. My dad is 100% Lithuanian. He grew up and was raised in Lithuania. He came over from Lithuania,
Awesome.
and I on Facebook I am in touch with one of my Lithuanian cousins.
That's great.
Yeah.
I wonder if Paul has Welsh ancestry, because his grandfather was from Wales. So I wonder if his ancestors are Welsh.
So are you going to start your artwork?
Well, I think I should, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Right, here we go. Let's see what I can do here.
Oh, Alec joined us. Hi, Alec.
Hello, Alec. It's nice to see you. Oh, Anne lived in Suffolk decades ago and visited England and Scotland about 15 years ago. Would love to go back. Right, here we go. I'm going to start this troll. I'm just going to do a rough sketch of a troll. See what I can do anyway.
And I have this in progress. I will not be finishing this painting during the live stream, and it most likely will be, it's a 16 by 20 inch canvas, and it most likely will be available in my next art auction in December. So you're going to tell your next story?
Yeah, you know what? I forgot I was going to. The orb story got in the way there, and I had one already set up. I wonder if I can. I wonder what one I'll tell. It was a short story, and I can't remember what on earth it was. I got sidetracked there with the orb story. Now let's think. Now there was a place I used to live, right? Now I think I've told this story before. Okay, it's a very short story. Many years ago, about 25 years ago, I used to live in this very old house. And there was a few very unusual incidents occurred. Quite spooky, to be honest with you, in this house. And one of these strange stories was to do with the second floor. There was a flat, an apartment on the second floor, where this woman used to live, called Mandy. She was called Mandy. And what happened was, I was called up to see if I could fix something in her room. And what she said was this, and you can make out what on earth happened. Okay, you can try, but I don't know if you could explain it or not. Maybe there's nothing to explain. Maybe it was just a coincidence. But anyway, this is what happened to this lady. Every time she went into her kitchen or her living room, she would hear a loud noise coming from her bathroom. And when she walked into her bathroom, a photo which was hanging on the wall, a very small photo frame, it fell into her bath. And this apparently happened time after time. Every time she was walking into her kitchen at a certain time, she would hear a loud clunk, and a picture would fall into her bathroom. Now I went up to have a look to see if I could fix it. and I checked the nail, yeah, where the picture hung from. Everything was okay as far as I was concerned. There was not. It was a strong nail. It was unmovable. I put the picture on. I moved the picture, tried to move it while it was on the nail, and it wouldn't fall off. It was quite secure. So this thing, apparently, while she was in the kitchen, would fall into a bath. And this happened time and time again. So I don't know if there was anything behind that or not. But this house did have a few strange occurrences. What do you think of that, Diana?
So wait a minute. So every time she went to go take a bath, this would happen?
No. When she was in the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah.
When she was in the kitchen, she would hear a loud noise coming from the bathroom. Yeah.
So, and it would happen how often?
It was quite a few times. It was like a dozen times.
Oh, and the picture would fall off the wall into the bathtub?
Into the bathtub. This happened continuously, and she was getting sick of it.
Oh, God. I would know.
But there was nothing wrong with the nail.
Yeah, I call that a supernatural event.
Yeah, supernatural, eh? It was a strange thing. Definitely something.
Also, I don't know. You could also call it. Let's say. I would call it. I don't know. Yes, I would call it a supernatural event because I would just wonder what first of all, I'd like to know what her beliefs were about anything. Like, and maybe the supernatural was trying to get her attention because
yes,
they just trying to get her attention for any kind of.
That's a good point. That it does. That would explain things. Maybe trying to get her attention. Yeah.
But if it was an evil entity, I would take measures to get rid of any kind of evil entities in my home.
Yeah. It didn't seem evil, to be honest with you. It was just, or was it evil? I don't know.
Well, I guess it didn't do any evil things. Just pesky, being troublesome, being like causing. Yeah, it's not like it wasn't causing anything really evil to happen.
But it was being a bit, like you said, troublesome, being a bit pesky,
kind of like.
Yeah.
A little.
Well, Anne made a good point there. Thank goodness it didn't fall on her while she was in the bath.
Yeah, that's right.
That would have been something. So that happened a long time ago. That was very strange. But you do hear of these things, don't you? Like electrical appliances switching on and off, lights switching on and off, and things like that.
Yeah, if they happen on a regular basis, then I look to see if there's an electrical issue. Then if there's no electrical issue and it keeps happening, then I'm saying, okay, it's supernatural. And then I decide whether, okay, maybe I want to take measures to get this entity out of here.
Yeah, it is very strange. Like Hoover's being switched on and off, TVs being switched on and off. You hear a lot of these strange things. Now I've sketched in the basic shape of the troll. Yeah. The basic shape.
Did you have to do any erasing?
No, I can't. I'm using a pen.
Oh, so you never use pencil, right?
Not really. I used to use pencil quite a lot many years ago. But when I discovered pen, and I'm sure the reason why
Oh gosh, wait a minute. We got something. Lexi McGrath, she wants to see a happy dance. What? $20.
Whoa, Lexi, $20.
Oh my goodness, Lexi McGrath, so generous.
Right.
$20 super chat.
That is
Here
very
we
nice of her.
go. Here we go.
This is it.
Okay, I'm starting the music playing. We're gonna first, while I get this ready, I gotta get this ready.
Is this a live dance?
This is gonna be live, and I gotta get my cameras ready and the lights. So thank you so much, Lexi McGrath. So let me get this set up. We're gonna.
This is a very rare occasion. This
is a very rare occasion. Thank you,
It's a
Lexi.
very rare event. So you'll probably not see this again.
Oh, you'll see this again if I get more super chat donations or channel memberships.
Okay.
So
this doesn't happen that often. Is that correct? So is this a special?
This is special. This is special because the last time I used to do live happy dances was in early part of 2020, maybe. Since then, I do pre-recorded happy dances. So probably the last time I did a live happy dance was maybe in the early part of 2020. So we're talking 3 years ago. So okay, so while I set the music up, because I'm gonna have some music, we're gonna change this jazz music.
Jazz music, bit of jazz.
No, we have jazz music right now. We're gonna change it to dance music.
I think you should put some Iron Maiden on.
Oh, I don't have that.
All right. Sorry. What about Deep Purple?
No, I don't even have that. You can't put that on. That's copyright music.
Oh, yes, stop.
That's copyright music.
Oh, copyright, that's it. Do you know what? That's one of the things that it's so annoying. I wish you could just use. Wouldn't you think an artist would want YouTubers to use their songs and advertise the product?
Okay, we're gonna. While I get ready, we're gonna loop a video. We're gonna loop a intermission video while I get ready. Let's see. What should we loop? We should loop my cats dance. Okay, you vote in the chat. What intermission video do you want playing? My cats? My funny cats?
Put some funny cats on.
My funny cat video, or my merch video, or a pre-recorded happy dance video. Okay, you vote in the chat. What do you want to loop while I get ready for the live happy dance? Do you want to see funny cat video, my merch video, or a pre-recorded happy dance video? Okay, go ahead, vote in the chat. And we're gonna play She's Got a Ticket to Ride for the dance.
Ticket to Ride. Is that the Beatles? Ticket to Ride.
No, you'll hear it. I'll be turning it up on the dance. She's Got a Ticket to Ride.
Oh yes.
She's got a ticket to my heart. She's got a ticket to my heart. Okay, what's the vote in the chat say?
Cat dance, I think. Funny cats.
Funny cat video?
Funny cat dance.
Is that looks like it. Vote?
When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart.
One vote for, 2 votes for Cat. 2 votes for Cat. Forever Learning didn't vote.
The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes.
Oh,
I think Art with a Pen says Cats as well. Hello, Art with a Pen.
All right, we have 3 votes for Cat.
That Art with a Pen sounds familiar.
Here we go, funny cat video. It's gonna loop while I get ready for the live happy dance.
I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time.
This is going to be exciting. Oh,
These are my cats. These are my real cute cats.
We're like superstars.
there it is. Funny cat.
I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to stay with me. She's got
Thank you so much, Anne. Glad you like those eyebrows.
Heading to Vegas in my blue stripe car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart.
Okay, live happy dance. Done.
That was spectacular. That's the first time I've ever seen a live happy dance.
Spectacular.
Lexi says, have you read that, Diana? Oh, Diana's calm has froze just a little bit. Read Lexi's comment. That's funny, Lexi.
Casually drawing while the party's going on makes it even funnier.
Heading to Vegas in my blue stripe car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while.
Thank you, Paul.
I'm gonna make it worth your time.
Day, right, Paul?
Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart.
I like the lights there. There's a lot of flashy lights going on.
Yeah, strobe light.
That is good. Oh, strobe light. I like that. I love anything like that. It's like a disco lights. Oh, Forever Learning Art had to go. I don't know if you're still there.
Bye, Forever Learning Art.
But good night. Bye bye. And it was good to see you in the chat.
Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up
Okay,
the
because
volume on the radio.
Lexi had such a generous super chat. I'll do bonus. Bonus happy dance. It was such a generous super chat donation.
When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. Uno, dos, tres, yo.
Bonus happy dance.
That was spectacular, Diana. I think everybody enjoyed that. An encore? An encore. I thought that was a lightsaber you had.
What about the light?
She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part.
Okay, that was your bonus happy
She's got a
dance.
ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. Uno, dos, tres, yo. Heading to Vegas in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me,
Thank you. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Diana. That was a live happy dance.
First time in 3 years.
That's the first time I've seen a live happy dance. That was quite spectacular.
Thank you.
Your dancing's way better than my dancing. I can tell you that.
Oh, you could do it. I think you have to go next.
I might have to, but I would, but my cam would go off. It would probably it would wreck me cam.
No, I think we're gonna switch. We did have jazz music at the beginning, and then I switched it to the dance music, and now I think I switched it back to jazz, but I think I want it back on the dance music.
Yeah, do you prefer dance music to jazz?
Yeah, since this is a holiday, so
Yes,
most people have parties on Halloween.
they certainly do, don't they? I think Halloween is pretty big now. I think it's still very popular
Oh yeah.
after all these years.
So when was the last time you went to a Halloween party?
I've never been to a Halloween party.
Never?
Never ever been to
Oh
a
my
Halloween party.
goodness. So I actually won first place for my costume at a Halloween party. It was a
Oh,
public.
that's awesome.
Yes, it was at a dance hall because for the contra dancing, not country, but it's called contra, which is Celtic, and they
Right.
have live Celtic music. They have live Celtic music, and it's like square dancing, but you don't. It's not in squares. It's line. You go down the line. You go
Oh
down
yes, line dancing.
it's and no, not swing dancing, because that's where you just stay with the same partner. This is where you start with your own partner, but then you go you dance down the line and you do all these dance moves and they change it every time, and then you switch to the next partner just for a few minutes, and then you come back to your partner, then you switch to the next partner, and then you go back to your partner, going down the line. And
Oh, right.
it's Celtic. It's Celtic origin. And then
No.
so I used to go to a lot of these dances, and I went to one on Halloween, and it was a costume dance, and I borrowed my teacher friend's clown costume. It was a full-on clown costume with a rainbow wig and a
Right.
red nose and big like 12-inch shoes.
Bloody
Everything
hell.
full-out clown costume, and I won first prize. So it wasn't
Oh, well
like I was
done.
creative in creating it, but whatever. I guess they didn't know or whatever, and so they gave me first prize.
That's excellent. I have
Thank
never
you.
been to a Halloween party. I've been out trick or treating.
Yeah, so the last time I went trick or treating was as a child, though, but and then the last time I was at that was a Halloween party dance, so that was several years. That was more than 10 years ago. That was
Yeah.
probably that was maybe around 15 or more years ago.
Yeah.
And that happened, and then I had the last time I went to a Halloween party, like, oh God, I don't know, I guess it was several years ago. I don't even know if that was in the last 10 years or not.
Yeah.
How about you guys in the chat?
Yeah.
You go to Halloween parties or anything?
Who's been to a Halloween party? I'll tell you what I have done on Halloween. I've been to a ghost hunt. I've taken part in a ghost hunt
Oh,
many years ago.
like a real like we were searching for real ghosts?
Searching for a real ghost. It was in a place called North Tyneside. So it's across the river on the Newcastle side. And it was a place called the Grand Hotel. And there was a bunch of us, a group of us, went in the basement. And we had to stay there from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. Okay. And we had to see if anything happened, anything unusual. And We didn't
Yeah.
no one seeing anything.
I wouldn't want to go on that because I wouldn't want the entity to stick with me and come home with me.
Yeah, that's something I never thought about.
Oh,
apparently-
excuse. And let me interrupt just for a minute, please. Paul says he wanted spooky music. I don't have spooky music, but the next thing better I have to it is Halloween sound effects. So can you hear the ghost moaning? Let me turn it up. I have ghost.
Ooh. Ooh. Was that the ghost? Whoa. Whoa. I'm communicating. Whoa. I'm communicating with that ghost.
Now, next thing is here's another Halloween sound effect coming up next.
Go on. That's great. Paul, Scarborough's great. I really like Scarborough. It's a nice seaside town.
Can you hear the witch laughing?
It's great. The witch laughing was great. I can hear it.
Okay, next one. Witch on a broomstick.
It's a good one. Nice piece of music.
Oh, here we go. This is music. This is Halloween music. Oh, gee.
Oh, that witch would drive you crazy.
I thought I turned that one off.
Oh, dear me.
Witch on a broomstick is next.
That witch, you were trying to run away from that witch.
Okay, coming up next, witch on a broomstick.
Anne said that reminds me, the laugh reminds me of my, what? I cannot really, what? I don't
Here
know
you
what that
go, Paul. Paul, here's my Halloween music. Yeah, this is great. This is cinematic Halloween music.
Great,
Here we
that.
go. Oh, I love this Halloween music.
It's a good one. I like that.
That's Diana's laugh on a loop. How do you guys like this Halloween music? How's that, Paul?
I think that's awesome. That's great music.
So we did Halloween in July and we did Halloween in August, and then Halloween. When should we start doing Halloween? Halloween in February.
January.
Halloween.
A January Halloween.
These Halloween lives, our Halloween in July and Halloween August, they get like 130 views. People like those.
Right.
I wonder, but usually people. I don't think people start they start doing it like in Halloween in July is when they start doing it. Halloween in June maybe. So we can we could break the trend and new trend Halloween in March or something.
There's always time for Halloween.
Yeah.
I wonder if Paul has heard of a place called Whitby. I wonder if Diana's heard of a place called Whitby. Or anybody for that matter. Whitby in the UK.
No, I'm thinking of tennis, Wimbledon. I'm thinking of Wimbledon. So no.
Oh, Wimbledon. Yeah, that's further south. Well, Whitby is up north. Now, are you familiar with Dracula?
Yeah. Is that where Dracula's from?
Well, yes. Bram Stoker, the guy who wrote Dracula, set part of the story in Whitby. That's where the ship, the Demeter, sails in, yeah, and everybody's dead on the ship. Everybody's been killed, and it's Count Dracula. He's killed them all. So Whitby is
Lexi says, Davy, you'll need to start visiting some haunted houses to gather more spooky stories for next year's Halloween.
Oh, I think I will, Lexi. That's a good idea. I don't think I'd survive, to be honest with you.
And Grayscale said, how about Christmas in April?
I'll see what I can do for the next one. I'll see if I can come up with something interesting.
In the chat, can you guys hear us talking over the music, or is the music too loud? Can you hear us talking over the music, everybody?
I think we can just hear you, Diana. John Shelton. Hello, John.
Shelton. I know Halloween is one of his favorite holidays because his whole channel is about reviewing horror movies.
Ah, yes. I remember you saying, yeah. Goodbye, Anne. It's been nice seeing you in the chat.
Nice to you, stop by. Nice seeing you.
It's been great chatting to you, Anne. Goodbye. See you next time, and happy Halloween. Don't get too scared tonight when it gets dark.
Time for more Halloween sound effects.
That's great. That's a good ghost. Greg says he can hear the both. And
Okay,
Lexi said turn the music down a bit. Just on the subject of vampires, Dracula, Count Dracula, I suppose vampires is can be a Halloween subject as well.
Oh, that goes along with Halloween, yes.
I'm currently watching a TV series about vampires, and it's really got me gripped, and I cannot stop watching it. And it's called The Strain. Has anybody seen that? The Strain.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard. So. What's it about?
It's about vampires basically taking over the Earth or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It starts off in JFK Airport in the USA, and it's a very mysterious. It's a mystery at first. It's a big mystery. And it slowly unfolds. and it's got me absolutely gripped. I cannot stop watching it. I'm on to episode 6 at the minute. I've just found it.
Well,
So-
I have you beat for binge watching. I've been binge watching a month.
month of binge watching.
Project Runway, episode after episode after episode. They have 20 seasons. There's 20 seasons. They've done Project Runway for 20 years. I've
What's
been
it called?
watching for the past month. I've been binge watching hours a day in the evening of Project Runway.
What's it called? Project Runway.
Yeah, it's a fashion design competition. So it has
Wow.
nothing to do with Halloween. I was just saying that there's nobody that got me beat. There's nobody probably has me beat for binge watching a series.
I think you've probably beaten the record for binge watching.
Yes,
You hold the record.
unfortunately, yes.
You're obviously very interested in that. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's about fashion.
What's your question?
Is it fashion designers?
Yes. So it's unknown fashion designers who they may or may not have their own business already. That may or may you don't have to have you could be you could be self-taught, or you could be right out of fashion design school, or you could be self-taught. They'll take anybody, but first you got to get screened and everything, and it's quite a competition just to get on the show. That's a competition in itself to even
So
get on the
tough.
show, to be one of the 16 contestants, one of the 16 contestants. And then once you get on the show, they week after week they give you they get a different challenge, fashion design challenge with
Right.
like, for example, one challenge they do every season, and sometimes more than once, is the unconventional challenge.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you can't use fabric. They take you to some store, like it could be a Christmas store, it could be a candy store. Like most recently I watched, they took them to a New York City candy store, and they could buy $250 worth of candy, and they would have to create fashion out of the candy. But they
Out
could
of
use
candy.
they had to use, if they had to have a base, they could use muslin as the base, but and then create your fashion designs out of candy, and it involves and then the judges are all famous fashion designers and models and stuff. Like the host of the show is Heidi Klum, who's a world-renowned supermodel. But like one of the judges in the first 10 season is Michael Kors, who's a top fashion designer, and then also Nina Garcia, who's a fashion editor at Marielle magazine and stuff. And then they bring in guest judges, and the whole thing is like related to art. So that's what interests me, is seeing them the struggle of, and they're always in a time crunch. It's like they're never given enough time. Like at the most, they're given 2 days to do a challenge, and most of the challenges have to be done in 1 day, and it's like crazy.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I can see why you like that.
Oh, Alex here wants to drop the link. Okay, Alec, hold on.
Hello, Alec. Nice to see you on here, man.
Yeah, nice to see you. Let me get the link. Hold on.
I think Alec is coming up on the live stream.
Okay, I'm ready. I can drop the link now. Hold on.
I wonder what his background's going to be like.
There you go, Alec. And anybody else who'd like to join our panel, you're welcome. Anybody else, there's the link in the chat. Come up and tell us your own spooky or mystical or magical stories.
Yeah, that would be great. to hear other people's stories.
What? Paul, what's Paul talking about?
Paul, I don't.
He says he's tripping his balls off. What's that supposed to mean?
I don't think I can. Is this Paul?
Paul Bright Super the Soul made a comment. I'm talking about a comment he made in the chat.
All right. Well, I didn't read that. I'm very sorry. Hold on. I'll just have a little look. Oh, Paul said is Whitby south of Newcastle? I think it is. It's just on the coast, the east coast. I think Paul's probably still there.
Oh, we have 19 thumbs up. One more thumbs up. If you forgot to give a thumbs up, give a thumbs up now for
That's great.
version number 4 of my happy dance. I have 6 pre-recorded versions, and if you weren't here earlier, you can watch the replay. I did a live happy dance the first time in 3 years, because I will do live happy dances for super chat donations and or new channel memberships, and we got a generous donation by Lexi. So if you watch the replay, you'll see my live happy dance. First time in 3 years. Before I used to make pre-recorded happy dances. I used to do when I first started live streaming in March of 2019. In 2019 and in 2020, I used to do live happy dances for super chat donations. Oh, your drawing's coming along fine. I haven't worked on mine. I'm too distracted.
It has been distracting. Tonight's been quite distracting, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's been good distracting. I'm just stepping back a little bit just to see what I need to do on this sketch. It's a whimsical kind of sketch. It's nothing too serious. It's not like a scary monster or whatever. It's more like a caricature. I thought I would go with something more.
Yeah, what is those recent drawings you've been doing? I just glanced at them on your thumbnails of your YouTube channel. They're horrifyingly scary.
Are you on about the Doctor Who ones?
I don't know. It didn't look like a human.
Yeah, Doctor Who monsters. I've done a series of Doctor Who monsters.
Oh.
From the TV series Doctor Who. It was for Inktober.
Now, Doctor Who, didn't that start in the 70s?
Doctor Who, actually...
That series started in the 1970s, didn't it?
It was in the 70s, but it started earlier, in the 60s.
Oh, even earlier. Hi,
even
Alex.
earlier.
And Grayscale says he's enjoying the stream. I'm glad to hear it.
That's great, Grayscale. I must visit one of Grayscale's live streams.
Hi, Alex. We don't hear you if you're saying anything. Let me see let's see. Let me check your audio.
I wonder Grayscale.
Your mic is on. Yeah, so you're muted, Alec. If you didn't know that.
Grayscale, what are you painting next? What's your next artwork that you'll be going live with? What are you going to paint live?
Can you guys hear me
Oh,
okay?
now I hear you. Yeah, hi, Alex.
Hey,
Hello,
I can only come up here for a second, but I just want to let you know that you have a comment you have a comment that is starred in your StreamYard.
What?
You have a starred comment in your StreamYard. You can
Starred comment?
you have a comment that is starred.
I don't know what that means. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the chat. What are you talking about?
You can start our form of comments that you remember to you remember to discuss them during the show. That's starred. It was
Oh,
Lexi's super chat.
yes, or super chat. Okay, yes.
You need to show her super chat on the screen too.
That's awesome, Grayscale. A cloudy fall.
Yeah, I can only be a about wanting to come here and say I love you guys. I have a new channel. I commented on one of your shorts with my new channel, so you can go subscribe.
Okay, thank you.
Well, it's nice to chat to you, Alec.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop one now. I'll see you later.
Yeah, you can't stay long. Too bad. Sorry, you can't stay long.
This stream
Right.
is beautiful. This stream is beautiful. I love it. So
Thank you.
I'll be talking to you later. Bye, Diana. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'll see you, Alec. Take it easy. That was a quick visit by Alec.
I know, because he says he for a while, for the next few months he can't stay long.
Yeah.
Oh, Redheaded Riding Hood just joined us. She's a valued channel member. Shout out to Redheaded Riding Hood, and her channel is listed down below in the description box. Thank you. So shout out to Redheaded Riding Hood channel.
Hello, Red. It's nice to see you. Mm-hmm.
We need one more thumbs up for our next Happy Dance. Will be version number 4. I have 6 pre-recorded versions of Happy Dance now, and if you just joined us, you'll have to watch some of the replay because I did my first live Happy Dance in 3 years because of a super chat donation by Lexi. Thank you so much. With live super chat donations or with new channel memberships, I will be doing live Happy Dances for the first time in 3 years. Oh, Red's joining us from work. She can't stay long. Well, thank you for popping in.
Yeah, it's nice to see you, Red.
Is Paul still here? Paul, what are you talking about that you were...
Yeah, I wonder if Paul's still here.
Comment. I'm sorry, Paul. I don't want to repeat your comment. It was a little. What's the word?
Is Paul still there?
Yeah, Paul, are you still watching?
Paul, you're right with your comment about Whitby. It's a bit south, but it's on the east coast. It's down from where Newcastle is. It's well worth a little trip to Whitby.
Yes, that's the word, risque. I think he meant that he was laughing. He was laughing a lot.
Yes. A little bit risky. Rosalie. Hello, Rosalie.
Oh,
Happy
Rosalie
Halloween to you.
joined us. Hi, Rosalie. She's an artist too.
That's great. Happy Halloween to you.
Are you doing anything? Are you doing anything special for Halloween, Davy?
Not really, no.
We're not. I'm not either. Except for this live stream. There's my celebration right here. This live
Yeah,
stream.
this is the Halloween special live stream.
Next month, me and Davy are doing a live stream every month now. Usually the last Thursday of the month. This time we did it on a Tuesday because Halloween falls on a Tuesday. Because we had done Halloween in July and we did Halloween in August. Yep. Then in September we did dragon themed live stream. This month, of course, Halloween. Next month we're doing fairies. Because I have a fairy art journal, which I'm in the. I never finished it. It's many pages, and I'm in the middle of it, so I could work on my fairy art journal. And then in December we don't know what it will be yet. We just only know up to November what our themes are going to be.
Yep.
Does anybody want to suggest themes in the chat? You can suggest themes to us. Usually it looks like we're doing kind of fantasy type themes, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it can be anything, can't it, really? Whatever. I mean, I'm easy with whatever you decide. Or yep.
So when you do your artwork, you don't have to think too much. You don't have to think too much about what you're doing.
I think it's best to try and just...
You're right.
Just go with it. And if you make a mistake, then so be it.
Oh, because I've heard a quote from an artist say this, that they only have one rule in art. That the one rule in art they have is that they want their hand to surprise them.
Yep.
So that you don't want to you really should not actually thinking can get in the way of the creative process. Overthinking and analyzing can get in the way, and
I think it does, definitely. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't plan things, and
yes, right.
You can do little quick sketches in preparation, or you can plan. You can plan things.
That's what I do. See, so those 20 paintings that I did recently in my artist residency for my show in May, I planned almost all of those compositions, most of them, especially the ones that are on the 30 by 40 inch canvases. I planned them on my iPad digitally. I planned the composition. Then I grid it up onto the 30 by 40 inch canvas with chalk because you can easily wipe that off, and then draw it in. But it totally changes from digital to acrylic on canvas and mixed media on canvas. It totally changes. I mean, the composition, the basic compositional elements stay the same, but how I paint the face is a whole different way. It's a whole different. How you paint a face digitally is totally different than how you're going to paint a face with acrylics. Like how you build up the layers, how you get the effects. So the basic composition, if you looked at the digital image of the composition and then you compared that with my finished acrylic painting on canvas, you'll see similarities, especially in the basic elements of the composition. But how the face was painted and is, you know, how this or that was painted is going to look different.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's little artwork. I love digital artwork. You know, you can let your imagination run riot digitally, and you can experiment quite a bit.
Yes, it's so much easier to make mistakes and fix them and try this, try that, try this color scheme out instantly, change color schemes instantly, and with a move of the lever, I can change the saturation instantly, try this, try that. What I don't like is when you print out digital art. I don't like the look of printed out digital art. I prefer, I like the look of handmade art better.
Yes. Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Right, goodbye, Red.
Yeah, she's lifeguarding now. That's her new job, lifeguarding.
Lifeguarding. That's a very important job, I tell you that.
Thanks for dropping Red's link, Paul. Thank you.
Thanks, Red.
Oh, and then Mrs. V had left. Bye. Oh, sorry. I probably didn't. I missed. She had left a few minutes ago. Bye, Mrs. V. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, we got 20 thumbs up yet?
20 thumbs up.
Oh,
wow.
No. We need one more. Did anybody forget to give a thumbs up?
That's pretty good going.
We're looking for one more thumbs up.
I'm sure there's going to be somebody that may pop on and give a thumbs up to get it to 21. I think for the fairy live stream, I will have a few stories, fairy stories.
You will have a few stories, not true stories, will they be?
Oh no, not true stories. Well, it's up to you whether you believe them to be true or not.
Some stories. Maybe but
I've certainly got a few fairy stories.
Well, that'll be nice, yeah.
From myth and legend about concerning the fairy world.
Wait, nobody answered our questions in the chat. Anybody doing anything to celebrate Halloween? Anybody?
Is anybody going to a fancy dress Halloween party? And if so, what are you getting dressed up as? My friend went to a Halloween party. And he was showing us the photos, and he got dressed up as a wizard.
Oh, that's nice. Just what, recently?
It was several years ago.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, is there some kind of wizard reminded me of this? Is there some kind of role-playing game? What is that? It's adults play, like those role-playing games.
Oh, role-play, yes.
What's the name of it?
Is it role-playing? It's not Dungeons and Dragons, is it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like an adult role-playing game, isn't it?
It is actually, yes.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You never have gotten into that?
I've never ever played Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry, hold on, I tell a lie. I have played a board game version of Dungeons and Dragons. But the role-playing Dungeons and Dragons, I've never done that.
So, do you know people that have?
I don't know. But it's something I would like to have a go at.
I'm surprised. You seem like the kind of person that would know about that.
Well, I would love to have a go. It would be good fun. I think it would be good fun. I have actually watched some videos on it. Yeah. And that with some celebrities actually taking part in the Dungeons and Dragons. There's a series on YouTube which is all about Dungeons and Dragons. And that's good fun.
Excuse me.
Wisconsin Greg said, I'm just listening to you while I'm painting no other Halloween plans. While I'm painting no other Halloween plans. So he's painting and he's got no plan.
Greg, you're painting a lot lately, aren't you? You've really started painting a lot, haven't you, Greg?
What does Greg paint? What kind of subject does he paint?
You're not friends with him on Facebook? You might not. Because on Facebook, his name is not Wisconsin Greg. So, but
not on Facebook.
So what I can't think of the last thing that he painted. What are some things it doesn't come to mind. What are the things you like to paint, Greg?
I wonder what Greg paints. Yeah, he's trying to do more.
Yeah, what are the things you like to paint, Greg?
The subject. I wonder what subject you're painting. What do you like to paint?
I'm looking it up on Facebook to remind myself. Hold on.
I'm trying to do more. So he's getting into painting a lot more. But what do you paint, Greg? What do you like to paint?
So here's a dune shack. Oh no, I'm sorry, not dune shack. Wait, here's a landscape. Oh, nice. Is that it? Wait, is he looking? I think no way. He just shared somebody else's. He was sharing somebody else's artwork there. Hold on.
Paul's going fairy hunting while the moon is high tonight. Watch out, because if the fairies are about, they can sprinkle fairy dust and cause all sorts of trouble.
Wait a minute, Greg, is that one of your pictures on Facebook that you wearing the hat? Because you look like Steven Spielberg. Is that Steven Spielberg or is that you, Greg? Because in that hat, you look like Steven Spielberg.
He said he likes landscape painting. That's good.
And Greg, is that a picture of you wearing the hat? Let me know. Is that a picture of you? Oh, maybe I'll just write that in your Facebook post and ask you that question.
I've just completed a couple of, 3. You could call them landscape paintings, but with a sci-fi element to them. And I'll be posting them on Facebook over the next month. But I do like landscape painting, I must say. I think a lot of people like landscape.
I appreciate looking at landscape paintings, but for me, creating them, I've created them in the past, but I don't prefer that.
Do you prefer portraiture and stuff like that?
Yeah, figurative, portrait and figurative, or animal.
Right.
Like portrait, figurative with like fantastical, like with animals. I like to show like a relationship between the human with the animal, like a close relationship between the human and the animal. I like showing that, or just the animal by itself.
I was just going to say, yes, I've noticed in your paintings that there is an animal content. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes well. It does. It works very well.
Thank you.
Diana, I have exactly 20 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Oops. What's that? Okay, hold on.
So half past. And Rosalie says, in the Philippines we celebrate All Souls Day. We visit a cemetery every year to offer prayers. And
then there's Mexico Day of the Dead in early November.
Oh yes, Day of the Dead. Forgot about that.
Where they honor past relatives and friends who have passed away.
It is, yes. The Day of the Dead. But that's interesting what Rosalie said.
All Souls Day?
Because it's a cemetery and offers prayers. It's sort of in the same, how can I say, it's sort of something that Halloween would include, maybe. There is a Halloween feel to that, I think. I'm not too sure. Visiting a cemetery and offering prayers and stuff. And
Paul says he's going fairy hunting when the moon is high.
Yes. Oh, you have to watch
Halloween.
out. You've heard of the story of Rip Van Winkle? Yeah? When the fairies put him to sleep. Yeah?
Oh, hi, Raul. Raul just joined us.
Hello, Raul. It's nice to see you again, man.
You missed all the fun, Raul. I did my first live happy dance and shook my booty in front of the camera while standing on a chair. First live happy dance in 3 years, because I used to do live happy dances every time I got a super chat donation. And I said I would do, and now I have 6 pre-recorded now I have 6 pre-recorded happy dances that I do, but for like thumbs up, we need 20 thumbs. We got 20 thumbs up. You guys just came in, give me thumbs up, because at 20 thumbs up is the next happy dance. But today was the first time in 3 years I did a live happy dance. Thank you to Lexi's super chat donation.
Happy Halloween, Raul.
Oh, hi, Goswina. Goswina coming to us from the Netherlands.
Hello, Goswina. It's nice to see you. Goswina has posted a fantastic artwork.
Yes, of the flower where she just builds it up
layer
by layer. She's so patient, and she's so includes all the details, and she started it off with the modeling texture paste.
Yes, it's spectacular. I think definitely it's one of our best paintings, if not our best. It's certainly possibly my favourite from what I've seen.
Paul said Nicolas Cage did a Dracula movie this year.
Oh, I've seen it. I watched it. It's very good. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's a comedy? Or
dark comedy? Sort of horror comedy. It's well worth a watch. It's called Renfield.
Here we go. We got 20 thumbs up. Yeah, it's called Renfield. Here we are with version number 4 of the Happy Dance for our 20 thumbs up.
Here we go. Focus.
this version number 4 is a long version of a happy dance. Here we go. This is a minute-long version. This is a long happy dance. Here we go. Jarhead dancers. And then I'm dancing with my paint. I'm dancing while I'm painting and dancing, and then I pick up the painting and dancing with the painting.
That was a great happy dance.
Thank you.
That could be my favourite happy dance.
Oh, okay. And thank you, Raul. I'm sorry, I don't have 6. I have 4 different pre-recorded versions of happy dances. I was wrong. And then I have 2 other. I have a monkey doing a happy dance. My happy dance number 5 is a monkey happy dancing.
Right.
And,
yeah.
And then I have a baby that does a happy dance.
A baby doing a happy dance.
A baby doing happy dance for number 6.
There's a lot of happy dancers.
Excuse me. I need
It's
more
always
water.
good to have a nice collection.
And what?
I was just saying it's nice to have a good selection, a variation of the
Yeah.
happy dance. So there's
Yeah,
always something
It's
different.
fun to create them. I've created them over the years, over the past
Right.
few years. So, because I do like video editing. Actually, I really do like.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like editing their videos, but I really like it.
Yeah. It's like I find that editing is like a puzzle. You've got to try and.
But I do it on my iPad. I would not like it if I have to do it on my laptop. I have what do I use? I started off with iMovie for several years. For the first few years, iMovie is the most user friendly, and I used iMovie right on my iPad to edit. Yes, iMovie. You can only get that on Apple devices. So iMovie. Well, you might be able to use. I'm not sure if they have it so that iMovie could be used on just a different brand of tablet. But
yep.
I used iMovie, which was free for the first few years. Probably the first few hundred videos I edited, probably I used iMovie because I have 1,100 videos on my channel. That includes that includes live stream videos and shorts.
That's a lot.
I know that is a lot. So, and then I found LumaFusion, and then I've just been using that for the past several years. LumaFusion has more features, and it's still easy for me to navigate, but there's more features than it has in iMovie, and it has a lot. And so now for the past several hundred videos, I've used LumaFusion, and I can hold the iPad right my face. So it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable to do anything, like any kind of video editing.
Yeah, it sounds good. I use a very old free editing software, Windows Movie Maker.
Oh, okay. Well, you use that on your laptop, right?
Yeah.
Or your desktop or something?
It's very old, that it's out of date, and I don't. It's very.
So now you have to use something different.
Well, that's what I use. Windows Movie Maker.
Oh, you use it even though it's outdated?
It's outdated. There's lots of better.
So it's not glitchy? Like you don't run into glitches?
I think it's okay, you know. It's more or less okay. If you get, you know, you can get used to it, get accustomed to it.
Oh, and I also use Video Leap for adding animation. That's how, if you want to see in my Happy Dance, how I'll add all those animated characters. That's a supplementary video editing app I use. That's for when I just want to add like moving text or animated text or all those animated. They have thousands of animated figures and things that you can add. And if you see my Happy Dance videos, all those animated figures were added with Video Leap.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
There's a lot of help for the editor if you're editing movies for YouTube.
Well, there's
and stuff.
tons of choices. There's tons of options.
That's great. I might have a look around, you know, and see if there's anything. I might change. I might stop using Windows Movie Maker and maybe use something else. But I'll have to have a good look. See what there's out there. I mean, it does the job. It's Windows Movie Maker is something that does the job. And it's okay, it's basic.
Mm-hmm.
But it does an okay job.
Oh, okay.
In presenting the videos. I think I'm about, 3/4 of the way through this sketch.
Three quarters done?
I think so, yes. Roughly 3/4, maybe 60%. I would say.
On my painting, I don't know what percentage I might be done. I have no idea.
I might have to finish this off another time because I haven't.
Forever Learning Art says Windows Editor works fine for her and it's free, so bonus.
Yes. Hello again, Forever Learning Art. Welcome back.
Yeah, glad you're still with us.
Windows Editor works fine for me, yes. Exactly, it's a bonus. But it does the job. That's the thing. It certainly does the job.
Well, if any of you would like to join my Facebook art auction group, it's open to artists, art enthusiasts, art collectors. Right there in the description box is the link to my Facebook art auction group, which I just started in August. It's called Serenity Art Gallery Auction, and we just concluded our second auction a few days ago. A successful auction with 8 wonderful artists, and 5 out of 8 of the artists sold their work. I sold 3 paintings. I sold the most. I'm proud to say. And sold something to a new collector. Like, a lot of times you sell things to past collectors or friends, and this time I sold to somebody I didn't even know, 2 paintings to somebody I didn't know, my raven and an owl painting. So that will be a new collector, and I was pleased that somebody came out of the blue. They're not even friends of a friend, so out of the blue, that was wonderful.
That's good. And they picked 2 great artworks as well, which is the 2 birds.
Yes, the raven and the owl. And luckily I made the mock-up to go. I wasn't even thinking. I saw the other artists making mock-ups, which I'm the one that suggests that they can make up mock-ups and videos and add it to the comments of the auction post. And I was like, yeah, okay, I better make a mock-up. And I thought, I don't know, yeah, let's just put the raven and the owl together.
That's great. They're certainly go together.
And presumably that first the collector bought the owl painting, and then a few days later, presumably they saw the mock-up I had made of the owl and the raven together, and that must have enticed them. Presumably that enticed them, I don't know. And so then they put in a bid for the raven.
Both of them together look great.
Yeah, I could show a picture. Here it is. See the picture, everybody?
So they've snapped them up.
I showed this at the beginning of the stream, but we have most of the people here now weren't at the beginning of the stream, I don't think.
They're really good.
Thank you. So because owls are so popular, I didn't really know. Like in the past, I've usually included birds in my artwork, but usually like doves or ravens, or just like, I usually don't paint owls, and I just thought, oh, let me just paint some owls. And now I see how owls are so popular that I thought, well, in my next few artworks, maybe I'm going to include some owls in my next few artworks as well.
Owls are great.
As you can see, I'm including an owl. This is just a work in progress, but you can see this is an owl, and I just finished another owl painting. Well, here, just the other day, I finished another owl painting that will be at my auction in December.
Yes. Owls are fantastic. Great for Halloween as well.
But you know what? I don't like the owls that have, like, there's different kinds of owls. I like the owls like this kind of owl because it looks like it has a happier, peaceful face than that owl. What's that owl that looks like it has the V-shaped eyebrows, the feathers?
Oh, yes.
And then that owl looks angry.
Yeah, that is great. It looks like it's flying, and it's in mid-flight.
Yeah, so I like the owls that don't have that V. Do you know what kind of owl that is? It has the V right here.
Is it a snowy owl?
Yeah, I don't see. I'm no expert on owls at all. And this one might be a snow owl or a barn owl. I don't know.
The barn owls, which we have in the UK, they've got a lovely. I was going to say a yellowy tan colour.
Yeah.
So that one in your painting looks more like a snowy owl. I wonder what Forever Learning Art is painting, because she
decided she started painting while watching.
Yeah, I wonder what she's painting.
Yeah, tell us what you're painting.
There's a few people watching, and
horned owls. Alex, yes, I mean the horned owl. That must be what it is.
Yep. Lexi is right.
But there's probably so many different kinds of owls. But that horned owl probably is one of the ones that has that kind of V,
the big eyebrows,
duration on their face.
Yep, the horned owl. Lexi is absolutely right. They're quite spectacular. The horned owl. They've got a distinctive look. There's a few people watching this live stream who are actually creating artworks while they're watching, which is
Yeah,
great.
Greg said he was, and now Forever
great.
Learning Art is. Lexi might be.
Yes, she might be. Card. And Forever Learning Art says she's doing a quick Halloween card with skulls. So that sounds good. She's
So
getting in the mood
are you
with
giving
Halloween.
that card to somebody? Are you making the card for somebody?
I wonder if she means some kind of like tarot card. I wonder if that's what she's doing. A tarot card.
Oracle card.
Yes, an oracle card.
So I think I've been watching the time, and you said 20 minutes ago you have to go.
It is. It's reaching the end of May. I've still got a little bit to complete on the painting, on the drawing, sorry, the sketch. So I'll have to complete this another time in my spare time.
Wait, now, do you have any new uploads coming up on your YouTube channel?
I've got a few. I'm just finishing off. I might post one tonight. The last one, the last main one of the Inktober. So I'll post that tonight, and that'll be Inktober over with.
So have you followed that for 30 days? Have you been following that for 31 days?
I have, yes.
Wow.
But I've just been doing, but to be honest with you, they're very little sketches. So it doesn't really take too much time.
Right, but like even if it takes 5 minutes, like you've been doing it every single day for 31 days?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I took the theme of Doctor Who, monsters. So there's 31 Doctor Who monsters I've drawn.
Oh, wow.
But after that, I've is anybody familiar with the Roswell incident?
No.
This is like alien stuff. You know, the alien conspiracy theories. So it's a believe it or not story. Now the Roswell incident's a very interesting story. Yeah. But it is a believe it or not story. You either believe it or you don't. But it's very intriguing. So I've done three drawings on the Roswell incident.
My cat.
Is that a cat? I can hear sort of like a
down at the door, and then she comes in, and then she wants to come in. I thought I had the door open, but I didn't. And then she wants to come in, and then it's like she's not a real lap cat, but I put her on my lap because otherwise she'll just meow and walk around the room. And it's like, well, don't you want me to pick you up? And she likes to sit beside me, but there's no room here. But on the couch, she will sit beside me. But she doesn't get on your lap. But I'm making her be on my lap right now.
All right.
Oh, what? So I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was just saying that I've done 3 landscape style sketches for this Roswell video I've done. And I'll be telling the story, the Roswell story in brief, while I show the sketches. I'm going to do a couple more, I think, and so it's going to be altogether about 5 or 6 drawings, which you'll see on the video with the story unfolding.
Oh, okay.
Now, Forever Learning Art said yes. Oh yes, Roswell. So she knows about that. And thank you very much, Forever Art. Zoomed in, Diana. The background is gorgeous. The card isn't hot. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's just your background. She said it. She zoomed in, and the background's gorgeous.
Oh, am I painting? Because that's just in
Yeah.
progress. Thank you. I
Really
have
good.
to add more contrast. There's going to have to be more darks added in the background. That's my next process, my next step. Thank you. I do that with spray. Well, first there was different colors of paint. This was a previous painting that I painted over this morning. So there was already all these green, blue, reds under there. And then I sprayed light white spray paint that's actually translucent. And now, so the colors are still coming through. And then I've used black spray paint with stencils. But I have to add more to the background, but thank you.
It's a great background.
Thank you. She's staying on my lap. That's nice. Too bad you get.
She's getting comfortable. The cat's
Yeah,
getting
I
comfortable.
noticed it when she comes in my room and I'm on live stream like this. She actually likes being on my lap, and she's purring.
All right. She was nice and comfortable and relaxing.
She's a comfort kitty.
Yep.
What, do you have any pets?
I don't. No, I used to have a lot of pets actually at one time, but not now. They haven't been replaced. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't really got time, to be honest with you. So it would be very unfair on the pet because we just wouldn't have time to look after them, to be honest with you. But I've had lots of dogs and several dogs.
I'm a cat person. I never owned a dog myself. I did have to live with a dog for 4 years because I lived with a boyfriend for 4 years and he had a dog, and I had a cat and he had a dog. We had to keep them separated in the house.
Oh God.
Oh my God, the dog was a Belgian Shepherd that weighed like 130, weighed 90 pounds. 90 pounds Belgian Shepherd, and my little cat, and we had to keep them separated.
I bet you.
Yeah.
The
one time by accident, the dog got into the house where my cat is and chased her all the way down to the basement, and we saw her pee on the step. The dog had scared the pee out of her, and she ran in down. See, she tricked him, so she ran down to the basement. The dog ran down to the basement after her, and she made the turn, ran up, and the dog lost track of her, and she made it back alive.
Dear me, he was lucky there.
Yeah, we were lucky because she was going to sink her teeth into her.
It was a life or death situation for the cat. Aha. My husband saw a UFO in 1978. Now that sounds interesting, Forever Art. What happened? I wonder what the story
Oh my
is.
goodness, she could have come up and told her story, her UFO story.
Yeah.
Earlier, but maybe she didn't want to join our panel.
A UFO in 1978. What was that story? We may never find out.
No, unless you join us next month and come up on panel.
Yeah, it could. That could be one of the themes.
It's really easy to join the panel. No, you don't need any kind of fancy technical support. All you do is just nothing. You don't need any. You can join the panel on a phone. You can join the panel on an iPad. You can join the panel on a laptop. All we do is I put the link in the chat and then you jump up on the panel. It's very easy. I mean, first you get backstage. I have to screen who's there. You don't just jump right up onto the live stream you go to the backstage and I check who's there, and then I press the button to let you up on the panel. Even on a phone, you can join the panel.
And you don't even have to show your face.
Oh yeah, you don't have to show your face. You can turn your camera off.
I think Carrie Locke came on.
Yes.
There you go. Too shy to talk. What? You're too shy to talk live?
Oh, you shouldn't be shy. I mean, I can understand.
Too shy.
I still am too shy after 100 live streams.
Yeah, me too, to be honest with you. I mean, it's okay when you're not showing your face and you're
Oh
chatting.
my goodness, if I show my face, it makes me more nervous, and I watch myself. Like just recently,
Yeah.
I was on my blind live stream. I was watching, the camera was on my face. I twitch my face the whole time. My face is constantly moving like this and that and that. I can't keep my face
isn't it?
still. I cannot keep my face still. My face is constantly twitching. I look ridiculous.
It is worse, isn't it? When you show your face, it's like, oh God. It's something you've got to get used to, I think.
I never
Maybe.
get used. Even after I've done 100 or more live streams, I'm never used to it.
Oh yeah, you've done a lot. See, I haven't done many.
I've been doing live streams since March 2019.
It's a lot of live streaming. No image might be okay. It is. You just blank it off. Carrie, Forever Art. I don't know if you know Carrie. She's from Texas.
Oh yeah,
No,
what's her name on Instagram?
Carrie Locke. I think it's Carrie Locke. And she's from Texas. And she came on to tell her story. But there was no image. You could only hear her voice. Which was okay. And she said she didn't like you know, she was a bit apprehensive about.
Thank you, Paul. Paul said he likes my owl. Thank you. Yeah, you don't have to have your camera on. It's no problem.
Yeah. And you could tell the story before I go.
What? So you're saying you have time for her to come up and tell the UFO story?
Well, if she wants to tell the UFO story, I can stay to listen to it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in there in the chat.
And it'll
There
tell
you
you.
go. There's the link. There's the link for you to just click that link and it's very
And you can check it
self-explanatory.
out.
Very very easy self-explanatory of how to follow the link to get on here. But
And if you haven't,
just a minute, I'll be back in a second. I'm sorry, I have to use the restroom. Just a minute, please.
right. And if you haven't got a camera on, you cannot actually show your face anyway. So you've got to have a camera linked in, plugged in, before you can show your face, obviously.
Oh yeah, backstage you should have your camera on so I can screen you, even though I don't even know who you are, but at least I see that it's a woman or something.
I've got about 15 minutes. I think I'll just leave this for now and finish this off another time. go.
Okay, I'm back. Nobody's backstage yet. I don't know that. Oh, she's here. Hold on, let me put my microphone on.
Yep.
It says Michael.
Uh-huh.
Who's that? Your nephew? Who's Forever Art? What's her name?
I cannot remember.
Forever Learning Art is not a woman. Forever Learning Art
Yes.
is a guy. It's a
No,
guy.
Forever Art is a woman.
It's
No,
a
she
woman.
is a woman.
It says Michael.
Yep, she might be using, I don't know, her name might be Michael,
All right,
I don't
we'll
know.
take a risk.
But we'll soon find out.
Hi, hello. Oh, that just fell off.
She just might be trying it out, testing it out.
Okay.
I mean, if she is shy, then it's some, you know, it takes a little bit of effort to get on. My name is Michael, having trouble getting on. Yeah, she's called Michael.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
just
here
trying to think how you. Let's have a little look at mine on
they are
StreamYard.
again.
She might not know. I won't actually know how. Ah, there she is. There, she's
Hi,
on.
Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you for joining
Good,
us.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm hearing double, like the
Yeah,
what do you
you,
call it, 7
maybe you
seconds
have to,
ago.
you're hearing an echo. Then you
Yeah.
have to turn down the volume. Like you were listening to the live stream, so now you need to turn the volume down.
I see.
You're coming so good now.
We can hear you
loud
good.
and clear.
Your audio is good.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, good, good.
That's really better. That's better.
Yeah,
Actually,
your audio is great. So you wanted to share a UFO story?
I don't know. It's weird. My volume keeps
I don't
going
hear
up.
an echo. I don't
Okay.
hear an echo. Do
Okay.
people in the chat, do you hear an echo of her?
Are you still there?
Yes.
Yes, we hear you. Yes,
Yes,
you're
we're
here.
Okay. Sorry about the trouble.
No
okay.
problem. That's to be expected. Everybody has tech issues.
Yeah.
Once you get used to it, the StreamYard thing.
Yeah.
I had lots of trouble with it,
Oh,
but I got used to it, and I think I know what to do now.
yeah.
But at first, it was terrible. It was really
Oh yeah,
bad
the
at
chat
first.
says they don't hear an echo, so you're good.
Oh, good.
It's awesome.
Okay. Okay, well, the story, I believe he was like 11, my husband, when he saw the UFO. We live in Oregon, in Northwest Oregon. And he was with his girlfriend, and they were walking in the woods. And they'd stopped on a hill and sat down to rest for a while. And yeah, they were watching the night sky, and they looked up, and both of them saw a UFO. And he said it went from one area to another so fast that it could not have been anything man-made.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing.
And then
Yeah.
remember
So it started.
things were moved.
Come over here and tell her. He's here. He's too shy.
Put
Here he
your-
is. His name's Jerry.
Hello,
Hello.
Jerry.
Hi,
Hello, Jerry. Nice to.
Hey,
nice to yeah.
my girlfriend and I were in a dirt bike club that our parents belong to, and we went out and sat down on the berm in the summer skies at night and watched the stars. And we look up and we're watching for a minute, and something really bright streaked in from the right. And then it did like a star pattern like you would draw in middle school.
Right.
It did a really quick zip, 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 zip. And then it came toward us about halfway to us. And it paused, and then it struck out all the way out of the universe. Gone. Instantly.
Just shut off.
The whole thing lasted probably 15 seconds.
Dear me. That's strange.
Oh, wow.
So there's no
Yeah,
way
it changed
Was
my
it a
perspective
light?
on things.
Was it just like
Yeah.
white lights, or was it some kind of color?
Was it white light or color?
It was just a white light. Yeah. It was
And it-
brighter than all the stars, and it moved incredibly fast. Like
Right.
when it streaked out and took off, it went out of our atmosphere and out past the stars and gone. And it only took like 1 second for it to leave.
That's
It was
crazy.
incredible.
It's amazing. It's an amazing story.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm glad you've came on and mentioned this.
You said
It's, it's very strange.
yeah,
A lot
Well,
of
thank you
people
for listening.
it'd be amazing to see.
It was great hearing it.
The first thing I did is I asked my girlfriend, "Did you just see something in the sky?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Would you explain it to me what you saw so I make sure I'm not going nuts here?" And she explained exactly what I just saw, so it wasn't in my head.
So it was a double
Anyway,
witness.
thanks for listening, guys.
It was great.
Thanks for sharing.
It was fantastic, Jerry. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Have you seen anything, Michael, or
What's that?
Michael, have you experienced anything on the supernatural side, or
Yeah.
would you like to tell us a story?
Well, I don't tell this to many people.
You're right.
I'm
It's up
going
to
to tell
you.
it on YouTube, so a lot of people are going to hear it. I was 16, and I had moved out of the house, and I have a brother and a sister, but they lived in California, and I was raised up here in Oregon, and they're about 10 years older than me. So I was 16, and they were 26, 27 years old. My sister's the oldest, my brother is the middle, and I'm the youngest. And I was sleeping one night in my house, and I had a dream, or what I thought was a dream. My brother came to see me, and he woke me up, and we sat on the edge of the bed, and we talked. And I don't remember everything we talked about, but I remember him saying, "I'm going to miss you. I love you, and please take care of Mom." And I woke up to my mother knocking on my door, on my front door. And it was about 5 a.m. It was still dark outside. And I answered the door, and she was crying. And I was like, "Well, what's wrong?" And she said, "Your brother died last night."
Oh,
And I didn't believe her because of the dream I had. He was just,
Yes.
he's fine, you know. But no, he passed away that night. So that's my story.
That's a
Oh,
very
that-
sad story.
oh, that I believe that's a spiritual experience.
Yeah, definitely. I think
believe
it
that we're
was.
soul and we're eternal, and our human body dies, but we're soul and we're eternal.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
visited you, yeah.
I believe our energy is always here.
So do you believe that your brother visited you,
Yes, I do.
and that was a visitation?
Yes, I do.
That's
I never felt. Well, I have when I had my son. There was no other feeling quite like it. The feeling of love when you have a baby. But when he came to see me, I felt nothing but love, and
Right.
it felt so good. It was amazing, and I cherish having that because, you know, I never saw him again, and just having that was amazing. and I'm happy. I'm happy I had it.
That's great.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard other people tell stories similar to that too, of being visited by
Yeah.
loved ones.
Yeah.
But- Mhm.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And not knowing that they've passed on as well.
What's that?
This is the strange thing. You obviously didn't know that he had passed on. Your brother
No,
had
I
passed
didn't.
on.
He was in
Right.
California.
And that's what makes it such a great story. It's a sad story.
Yeah.
but
It's
a
sad,
great-
and I'm glad it happened.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Well, thanks for mentioning that and telling me that
Yes.
story.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And the UFO story as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard it so many times. in 30 years,
Yeah.
you hear it a lot.
I love hearing these stories.
Well, thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Right, thank you,
so much
Michael.
for joining us.
Yes, have a good one. Take care.
And thank you, Jerry.
Hi, thank
see you
you.
later. Bye-bye. Well, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. Diana, I'm going to have to retire.
Yes, we have. That's right. We've been on for. Oh, let's see. We started at 3. I think I've been on for almost 3 hours. This is a
Wait a bit.
3-hour live stream. My longest
think
live stream was 10 hours.
Whoa, 10 hours. How did you do it?
No, it might have been 13 hours. I can't remember. It was 10 or 12. It was when I was trying to get it was in December of 2019. I was in the last few hours I needed for watch hours. The way to rack up your watch time is doing live stream. So my friends helped me out, and I forget if it was a 10, 12, 13 hour live stream. And I live streamed it and then so that I could get my last few hours to get my 4,000 hours.
Right. Phew. It's like a marathon. A 10-hour marathon.
Oh, but it wasn't. Oh, I forgot. There were some negative things that happened. I forget
right.
the word. I forget what the word is, but
Yeah, some negativity.
well, I don't want to. I'll tell you in a private message stuff what happened.
Right. Tell us next time when we're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you, everybody, for being here. For our special Halloween special that we do more than once a year. We did Halloween in July, we did Halloween in August, and now we're doing Halloween on Halloween. But our next live stream that Davy is my co-host with is going to be the last Thursday in November, I believe. If that doesn't coincide with Thanksgiving, I gotta say, I don't know. And our theme is going to be fairies. The fairies are all kinds of fairies. There's like mushroom fairies. There's like flying fairies. There's like in my art journal, I took a fairy class, whatever, like art journal class, and I will be sharing my fairy art journal that has all kinds of fairies.
That's going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit tricky for me because I don't normally draw fairies. It's not a subject that I've done a lot of artwork on. I think I've only done one.
Open-ended. You could just create one of your creatures. I don't know.
I've got an idea. I've got a few ideas. I've got a fairy book here, so I'm going to pick my favourite fairy.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea.
And create my original version of that particular fairy. And I'll have a few fairy stories.
Okay, that'll be good.
That I hope everybody will be interested in. Some unusual stories on fairies, on the fairy myth. Yep. So thanks, Diana, for inviting us on here. It's been great fun.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm looking for my outro.
And thank you, everybody, for taking part and chatting. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you forever.
Oh, thank you, Lexi, for the generous super chat. Thank you so much. Everybody got to see my first live happy dance, dancing on my chair, shaking my booty in front of the camera, the first time in 3 years.
I forgot about that.
Okay, so this outro is going to take us out. Here we go.
Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.
Heading to Vegas in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. Uno, dos, tres, in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket